Welcome back to the show. We got a great one lined up. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on X, YouTube, and digperspectives.com for exclusive content right now. $3.5 trillion market cap for crypto. The whole market is off almost 5%, 4.9 in the last 24 hours alone. This has pushed Bitcoin back below 100,000, 99,300 plus. Ethereum struggling to hold the 3,000 mark. XRPs broke the $3 mark, down to 284 right now. I'm smelling a buy the dip moment, Bradley. Not financial advice. We're off 4.9 on the 24 and off 9% on the 7-day. We will keep an eye on it. Let's take a look here at the spread in price. Oh, it went down to 275 to 299 is where we're ranging here. Why didn't somebody call and wake me up and tell me to buy the dip? You know I would have done it. But let me tell you something. I think it's temporary. I think we all understand we have a pro-administration, pro-crypto administration, pro-crypto president, pro-House of Representatives, pro-Senate. It's all the way around. We have it. And they're going to get this done because they know the new digital era, the new digital economy is not stopping for anyone, and the U.S. will be a leader. So as we sit at 282, yeah, I'm smelling a buy the dip moment. Let's get started here. It is this XRP Las Vegas 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, if you're not aware of it, we have so many more announcements here. But look, Cody Carbone, the president of Digital Chamber, the Honorable Christian Carlo from Digital Dollar Project, former CFTC chairman, Brad Garlinghouse needs no introduction, the CEO of Ripple, for goodness sakes. He will be talking with Dr. Chris Brummer, who is also the founder and creator of Blueprint. And you're going to want to know all about that, and you will learn all about that in a separate panel as well. Here's CEO from Uphold, Simon McLaughlin. We love him. That's right, Uphold, the guys that never gave up on XRP not being a security. CEO Kevin Maloney right here, I Trust Capital. Listen, this is another company that believed in XRP the entire way through all of this thing. And so many more, ladies and gentlemen. Get your ticket. The announcements are lining up. Oh my goodness, you can't believe it. We are so blown away. Get your tickets before the price goes up. And I tell you, I do anticipate this thing really selling out at the numbers we're looking for. It's going to be remarkable. Understanding U.S. Treasury Secretary now confirms Scott Bessent emphasizes that the foundational principle of cryptocurrency is its potential for freedom, signaling that the crypto economy is poised for long-term viability. There you have it. That's your new U.S. Treasurer right there. Big difference between Janet Yellen and him. Here's Michael Branch sharing this here, and this came from Binance.com. We all have talked for quite a few years now about Yoshitaka Kitao, the head of SBI in Japan, connected to all the major banks there. We know that there has been much talk about XRP being used in scale in Japan throughout the entire banking system in 2025. Now, at $2.80, we haven't seen it yet, right? However, we do know that Yoshitaka Kitao and SBI have really dug their heels in XRP and everything Ripple. They really do believe in the technology, and that is quite obvious. So, will they be using it en masse in 2025? Remains to be seen. But I think, obviously, with the price going down at the moment, I think we have our answer currently, right? But nonetheless, it doesn't make me upset or down on the idea that we could see that or large adoption brought into phase, because I think phasing things in is what we've witnessed, certainly what I've witnessed over the last 7 years in this space. And I would expect at some point to see that begin, not only in Japan, but elsewhere, like the United States as well. In fact, let's take a look at whether the institutions are the biggest moving into this market or the wealth advisors, from Robbie Mitchnick, the head of digital assets at BlackRock. I want to bring us in for saving time here. The whole thing is okay. And we've played this clip before, but I want you to hear this again.
Hurdles in terms of their process and the research and diligence that they go through.
Of those two buckets, which is a bigger opportunity?
It's hard to pick one, but probably wealth advisory actually, because there's a lot of sort of momentum around firms that are working through their expedited approvals processes to allow advisors to actually put these ETPs in client portfolios. But institutional is very significant as well, and that's an education journey for many that's been playing out over the year. We're starting to see more of them emerge, particularly over the last quarter, I would say. You saw more institutions and a little bit more wealth advisory in the overall mix of influence.
Absolutely. But I think the point he's making here about seeing wealth advisory firms move closer and enter the market sooner and quicker than institutions is simply because they have more flexibility than institutions, right? There's more laws, rules, and guidelines that the institutions will have to hold to. Not that the wealth advisory firms don't, because they certainly do, but it's not the same level. They have more flexibility to move. So that is key, and they're coming. They are coming. There's no question about that. This is an amazing thread on the XRP Ledger clawback amendment from Krippenreiter. Now, for time's sake, I don't have time to read the whole thing, but I do want to get to this major point for everyone to understand that he is making here. There are people out there who still believe that there are ways to claw back XRP on the XRP Ledger. While this is not possible and is written all over the official documentation, there is one more argument that should hit the nail on the coffin here, and he breaks it down so well. But just very quickly here, he's telling you whenever you hear clawback, you should automatically think of issued assets, right? So they are fungible and can come in many forms like IOUs, stable coins, multi-purpose later this year. So anyone can issue these kinds of tokens on the XRP Ledger. In other words, if it has a trust line, it's got a clawback feature. You can't claw back XRP. I want to get down to this summation here. Again, I'm skipping an amazing thread here, so shout out to him for putting it out. And I hope everybody goes and reads it. Summary: issued tokens exist on the XRP Ledger. Think of IOUs. These fungible issued tokens holdings exist via trust lines. A clawback is bound to trust lines. Clawback fails if there's no trust line set. An XRP trust line doesn't exist. And it says invariant checking is a safety feature on the XRP Ledger. No XRP trust lines. Invariant prohibits the creation of XRP trust lines. XRP cannot be clawed back. And the whole thread is amazing. I really encourage you to go to my profile or his, follow him, and then go read that. Shout out to him for all of that information. Banks change. Now check this out. Banks change right here. XRP Ledger Banks Change app launching on Android in 72 hours. The XRP Ledger and Banks Change app will officially launch, setting the stage to disrupt $437.8 billion Android app market and unlock massive opportunities for institutional and retail investors on the XRP Ledger. This game-changing release will allow users to buy and trade XRP Ledger tokens, including XRP, seamlessly. Plus, every listed token can be purchased using credit cards, debit cards, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and multiple fiat options, bringing next-level accessibility to crypto transactions. This is amazing right here. Don't sleep on this one. And this is just the beginning. Banks Change has already launched 8+ chains, including all EVM compatible chains, Ethereum, Polygon, Binance, Avalanche, etc., and the XRP Ledger, bridging the future of crypto trading like never before. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, that sounds like a big deal to me. You know, just like this reminder right here. Robinhood document on tokenization cites the success of Ripple's tokenization of real-world assets on the XRP Ledger. See, this tokenization onto the XRP Ledger is going to be a huge driver to how you establish the world of finance and traditional finance on the XRP Ledger, because they're so good at doing it for people. So they'll have Ripple do it. They'll do it obviously on the XRP Ledger, and then other companies like Omni will work to get it all distributed across the on-chain economy. That's what we're talking about. And just for reference here, digital asset firm Ripple has tokenized hundreds of millions of dollars of real-world assets on the XRP Ledger. This is amazing. And then here we see to follow through, and Robinhood is buying Bitstamp too. Remember? This is the CEO right here.
A business or an institutional investor, they also want access to the things we offer. They want 24-hour access to the equity markets, they want industry-leading margin rates, a great customer experience. So over time, I do think you'll see us branching more out into serving other types of customers, not just retail, but also businesses and institutions.
But also businesses and institutions, right? And then we also know that Bitstamp,
launching our own derivatives exchange.
They're launching their own derivatives exchange. And Robinhood wants to acquire them because they know that Bitstamp's connected to the institutions. Oh my goodness. Looking at this very quickly here, Eggrag Crypto Daily Analysis in 21 EMA. XRP is currently retesting the 21 EMA, and the lower boundary of the triangle is around $2.93. It could go lower, but it likely won't drop below $2.83, the purple ascending trend line. The upside target $4, the downside target $2.40, and we saw what, $2.77, I believe it was? $2.75, right? So there you have it. And then looking at this here, I love the market cap scenarios because it's more macro for me. And I don't know if this hits anybody else this way, but I really do love thinking of it this way. Like just for instance, just stepping away from this chart for a second, think about the cryptocurrency market cap, $3.5 trillion right now. What do you think it'll be at the end of the year? 1 year from now, whatever you believe, good news will happen, legislation. What do you think the size of the cryptocurrency market cap will be? 10 trillion? 20? 7? I don't know the answer. I have my own ideas, but I don't know the answer. But I'm going to go with 10 trillion, 8 to 10 trillion. And I'll take 10 for the round number there. So if it's 10 trillion, then I simply have to ask myself, how much market capture of that 10 trillion do I believe XRP would be able to capture out of that 10 trillion? 1 trillion? Half a trillion? Right? Where are we going to be at? 2 trillion? A third of the market? I don't know. But I tell you what, it is super exciting to me when I start thinking that way because it gets really fun because I don't need to know the exact price. I start thinking about what's really possible. And with a market that's $3.5 trillion and Ripple capturing already over 100, just under 200 billion. I mean, I know the market's a little lower today, but still, just generally speaking, under 200 billion, getting ready to hit that. I don't know. It gets very exciting to me. So looking back at this chart very quickly here, if we look at the channel's measured move, XRP's market cap could potentially rise to a staggering $4 trillion. While this is possible, predicting the timing of such move is tricky. If this happens, XRP price could reach around $70. The Elliott wave count looks clear and strong. The upper end on the channel is about 300 billion, which is definitely achievable in the near future. Remember, we're just under 200 billion. This would place XRP's price between $5 and $6 at 300 billion. Looking at the previous cycle from 2017, we could see the first stage reach 1.1 trillion, putting XRP's price around $20. This scenario is very plausible and doable. Now, just one more scenario here. Scenario 2 is XRP market cap rises to 500 billion in wave 3, making the price between 17 and $20. After that, we might see a correction in wave 4, dropping the market cap to around 200 billion. Then it could do a blow off top to 1 trillion, hit at a fib net level 1.618. A big move is coming. Just remember, markets move in waves, not straight lines. I think that is a remarkable piece of knowledge for all of us to hold on to, no doubt about it. That's going to do it for me. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.